And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. Muscles him off. Just bowling over tacklers. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Goff now on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Shell.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That good for 19 and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, it's gone. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Second down, here's an option right. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. They'll fake the give. Now gone. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. C.J. Mosley in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Goff looking for Shepard deep, and this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Friedman being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Vinny Curry in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Friedman. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Off the play fake, Friedman. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vinny Curry in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
On 3rd down, Friedman. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of routing, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun, Friedman. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 10 more there and another 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And out now come the Vikings. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Friedman, flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And it's 15-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They run it here with Thompson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. A shotgun snap for gone. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, Friedman going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and these creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. From the gun, Friedman. Open man right side is Sharp. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in his first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Operating from the gun, Friedman. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. Back to throw. Friedman. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Popping over the top. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Go. 55's mine, guys. 55.
Goff on 1st down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff trying to lay one up deep, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, I to tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On first down, Friedman. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw again, Friedman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Going deep here for Watkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he stays up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever.
Detroit!
From the gun, Friedman. Dancing to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked by Kendall Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his first carry, he loses the football. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the 50, it's gone. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 3rd and long. It's gone. He can't avoid the pressure.
pressure. Redskins get there. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They're going to go for it. It's gone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Throwing on first down. Friedman. Now and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Benny Logan coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Friedman, he sets to fire deep. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. DJ Chark, 49 yards. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, what a move. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Thompson. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. From his goal line here, Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On 1st and 10, Friedman. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Friedman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now it's gone. And his throw is incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Gone. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Louis.
Again, a run with Thompson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Go. Chester. Al, look out.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey. 4 down. Al, look out.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Geno Atkins in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10.
Leopard. Gun.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now Goff on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Friedman. He's going to let this one go deep. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
To throw on third down, Friedman. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. DJ Chark, 30 yards. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
DC.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he drops this off to Townsend, complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short. Out of the gun. Gone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. It's a first down and more for Gordon. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Looking for Shepard deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again. Goff. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Goff. And this is incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down. With the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Goff throwing again. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, fourth down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on third down.
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Friedman. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 43 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided.
And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Trent Murphy. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Friedman. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Friedman. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This will be taken in at the 1. Shifts by him. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, 4 down. 17.
A shotgun snap for gone. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Oh, some strong running. Gets it to Gordon. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Friedman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Harrison Smith. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the score?